When the idea first took hold in his brain, Greg felt it only right to tell his family before anyone else. Even though Linda and Greg were in the process of getting a divorce, they were technically still a family. So for now, Greg would grant her the privilege of being one of the first to know about his exciting next chapter. Greg sat before Linda and his two children, Max and Shayna, in the kitchen of the home where he used to live with them. Max was 12, with a soft tire of kid fat around his waist. Shayna was 8, her glasses thick with fingerprint smudges on both lenses. Linda was obviously coming straight from the beautician's with her freshly cut bob, or whatever the hell it was called, her new divorce haircut with weird highlights and sharp edges. "You're gonna do what? You're going to live in the mall?" She was unimpressed, angry even. "Well, the box I will place myself in will be suspended in the middle of the mall. I won't be like living in the mall. I'll be inside the box, a glass cube roughly the size of a refrigerator, big enough for me to sit up in or lie down in. The cube is hanging from a crane, so I'm not even touching the floor of the mall. I'll be like floating in the mall is the more appropriate way to word it. Floating in the mall. For a month. Why? Because I'm gonna be a famous magician, Linda. How is what you're doing considered magic? You just sit in there for a month? Anyone can do that. That's not even magic." "Well, that's your opinion, and you're wrong, too, so how embarrassing for you. But to a lot of people, what I'm doing would be considered impressive." "And what exactly are you doing?" "I'm going to survive, Linda, against all odds. I'm going to do the impossible. And I'm doing it for the world to see. 30 days on full display for every single person that walks into Northwoods Mall. They'll be able to watch and behold, maybe even be inspired. You never know." "How will you eat?" asked his son. "Good question, Max," said Linda. "Bet you didn't think about that, Greg. What are you going to do about eating, Greg? You just going to starve yourself in front of everyone, too?" "It is a good question, Max. Your mom is trying to weaponize and frame the question against me, but I'll ignore her and answer your inquiry. Your curiosity is appreciated, my son. There will be limited food and water." "So you'll have food? How's that magic, then?" asked Linda. "Limited amounts of food does not suddenly make it not magic, Linda. God, you sure as hell don't know anything about magic, do you?" "I guess not." "Well, roll your eyes and be dismissive all you want. I'm doing it. 30 days. I'll show you." 14 days in. Friday evening and the mall was packed with shoppers. Inside the glass box, Greg was trying to sleep, but he couldn't. The ache in his lower back was brutal. He pretended to sleep because he didn't want to make eye contact with any shoppers below. There was a fashion show or something down near the Candle Emporium. Seemed like there was a decent turnout. Just as Greg had envisioned, the glass cube was suspended in midair with the use of a spider crane in the center of the mall, the same area where they staged Santa's workshop at Christmas, a prime location. Greg was a little disappointed in the amount of attention he was getting. Some people literally walked past without even looking. Some people stopped and watched him, and more would, he was sure. A young boy waiting for his mom outside of Casual Carol's stared right at Greg, who watched the boy try to unpack what he was seeing. Greg knew that the boy was probably wondering, how is he doing this? This is unreal. Suspended in a box with barely any food and water?